Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to MaxSpeedTV. As tonight we are here at Daytona for the OP Racing as they present the Shannon Strong 250 at Daytona. Guys, thank you very much for joining me. I would be remiss if I did not mention that Randy Post was in the broadcast booth with me. Mr. Post, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, and that's some big words for you already. It's early on. You're gonna be able to make it the whole length of 100 laps tonight?
No, not with those kind of big words. But we have just released these cars for qualifying here, as tonight we got a little bit of a different setup than normal with the OP Racing due to all of the updates, everything that iRacing is doing. We're in the middle of a build week, whole lot of stuff going down, so some little different pack qualifying going on right now. So Randy, we got to hang out with these guys and practice a little bit, got to see what's going on, and this new update, the transitions from night to day, all of that coming into tonight's race. What do you think is going to happen out here?
Well, I expect it to, I expect it to get real dark.
Okay.
It's gonna get dark out, the lights are gonna come on, it's gonna be a cool transition to see. It'll be my first race watching it happen instead of driving in it.
Well, I'll tell you, we're watching this pack qualifying. Instead of single car qualifying, they're all gonna be in a group. What will it take in this little bit different format to lay down the fastest lap?
Personally, I would think that I would want to be on the tail of the longest line because for some reason that's where you get the fastest speeds. So I would try to hang on to somebody else's draft and try to get a big run coming out of 4 and just keep it to the floor. But you gotta make sure you don't bump draft because that'll invalidate your time.
Yeah, you can't even register a 0x. It will invalidate if you get a 0x. But you mentioned a run coming off of turn number 4. I'm watching Cody Eldred here. He's got that run coming off of turn number 4, but he has just now started his first timed lap, so it may not work out too well for him.
According to my timing screen, he is in P1 so far.
Oh, I had mine inverted.
Oh.
Yeah, not very smart, huh?
It's been a long day.
It has been a long day. So Cody did do it perfect so far. He had a great run coming off of turn number 4. Used that draft to draw him up to the pack as he crossed the start-finish line. And right now he is our pole sitter. Qualifying times, as you can see right now, that one machine of Mark Vega is going to top Cody Eldred. So Mark Vega in the 1, he is part of this pack as well. He is on top of the charts for the moment.
And he is over half a second faster than the second place right now. So lots of room for these guys to make up in the next 4 minutes of qualifying.
We do have about 4 minutes left of qualifying. We're watching this pack. Meanwhile, Aspen Belvin in the 84, our last season's champion. Here he is right now. He is in 8th place. And you can see Squirmin' Herman in the 71. He is on top of the charts now. So it is changing just as fast as we can talk about it.
Yeah, and judging by the way that things are going right now, it would not surprise me to see more open qualifying in this series in the coming weeks. Just based on how these guys are handling it. I mean, they're doing it all very, very well. They're holding lines, not touching each other. It wouldn't surprise me if they change it up to do open qualifying after this.
Do want to give a big shout out to Dwayne Cooper in the 00. He didn't make the race last time we were out here in the OP racing, but here he is tonight for his first race of the season. New paint scheme and all that for that 00. And right behind him is the 4 of Rick Seabrans. We'll see if these two cars can team up and lay down a heck of a lap.
Yeah, quite the pack there. It looks like Aspen Belvin just blew his motor, so he's going to be real slow on the bottom down there.
Blown motor's not going to worry this guy too much, as right now he is sitting in 3rd, though.
Yeah, and it looks like that Fuel Sim Racing team is lined up on the outside line there with Ernie Williams in front. And they take the first 4 top spots right there on that lap. Josh Milam sitting in the pole right now. Kelly Milam in 2nd, Derek Connolly in 3rd, Ernie Williams Jr. 4th, and Stephen Herman in 5th. That's your top 5 right now with 2 minutes left to go in this qualifying session.
Quite the intense moment here as they're trying to come down the front stretch here. Each driver hoping that they are in the right spot at the right time. And right now it is Josh Milam with Kelly Milam in 2nd. 3rd place going to Derek Conley, Ernie Williams in 4th, and rounding out your top 5 will be Stephen Herman, Squirmin' Herman, and just like that, it all changes. Holy cow, Josh Durham in the 88, he is now in the top spot. Dwayne Cooper in the 00, he is in 2nd. Rick Seabrans 3rd, 4th going to Josh Milam. Jacob Sayers will end up in the top 5 right now for qualifying.
Yeah, I'm really liking how tight these guys are running and using the draft to their advantage and get these fast laps. And then you'll notice they break up after they post laps so that other people can't benefit from it. It's kind of an art.
All right, so Josh Durham in the 88 machine, he is on pole. Guys, we're gonna step away, do our Star Spangled Banner as we like to do, and we'll be right back for your starting lineup.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, welcome back, race fans. We are at the OP Super Speedway Series at Daytona. We are going to run through the grid as they are getting on the track and ready to race here for 100 laps tonight. On row 1 is going to be Dwayne Cooper in the 00 and the 4 of Rick Seabrans. Having some technical difficulties here. All right, row 2 is going to be the 88 of Josh Durham and the 51 of Travis Elliott. Row 3 is going to be the 83 of Roger Muth and the 39 of Jacob Sayers. Row 4 is going to be the 38 of Cody Levitt and the 7 of Josh Milam. Row 5 is going to be the 46 of Kelly Milam and the 28 of Derek Connolly.
Row 6 will be the 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. And then on his outside will be Squirmin' Herman himself. That is the one and only Stephen Herman, making up the outside of row number 6. Row 7 will be Lynn McNeese in the 184 and DJ Mitzel in the 61 machine on his outside. Row number 8 will be Aspen Belvin, our inaugural champion here in the Monday Night Series, in that 84 machine, and on his outside will be the 62 of Les. Don't call me Levy Lavosa, whatever, but man, I'll tell you what, watch that 62 machine. Row 9 will be Todd Post-it Note in the 30 and the 18 of Ben Peterson. Row 10 will be Mark Vega and the 14 of Cody Eldred. Row 11 will be Tristan Walker in the 17 and the 07 of Scott Bellum. Row 12 will be the 15 of Alex Green, and Glenn Bundren will start on his outside. Row 13 will be the 42 of Chris McCullough and the 11 of Chase Berry. Row 14 will be the 89 of Ken McCullough and Dave McCullough on his outside. Row 15 will be the 8 of Cody Ober. Oh man, I'll tell you what, that's a favorite of yours, Randy. And then Randy Post starting in row 15. What? No, I don't think you ever make mistakes.
I made a
In row
mistake.
16 will be Jason Kinzer and Brad Ray. And everything is suddenly locked up. This is cool. That's great. I love it. And that will be our starting lineup for tonight's event. So Randy, go ahead.
All right. Well, these guys are working through turns 3 and 4 right now. So I know Dwayne Cooper is patiently awaiting behind that beautiful Porsche pace car to take the green flag here. First race back for season 2. He's excited to get this thing rolling. Rick Sebren's on his outside. Josh Durham behind him, and Travis Elliott on the outside of the second row. But the green flag is out. Dwayne Cooper leading him to lap 1 out of 100 in the Stay Strong Shannon 250. Josh Durham gets a massive run on the inside line, pushing Dwayne Cooper way ahead of Rick Sebren's on that outside line. Going through turns 1 and 2 right now. Rick Sebren's is looking to come to the inside line, but Roger Muth is there on the inside line, looking really strong after that outside line. Didn't get a very good start and not able to push and keep up with Dwayne Cooper, Josh Durham, and Roger Muth.
Dwayne Cooper in that 00, leading the charge in the inside. The 88 of Josh Durham tucked in very nice and neat right behind him. The third car on the inside line is the 83 of Roger Muth. A broadcaster here with MaxSpeedTV. He stepped out of the broadcast booth and said, hey guys, I got some talent behind the wheel, but lap number 1 is going to go to Dwayne Cooper.
What you're saying is Roger got the itch to race tonight.
Roger got the itch to race, and looks like he has got more than an itch to race. He might be in contention for the win here, but this is very early on. We're going to see what these drivers are made of.
Well, since it's very early on, and we always forget about this, who are you going to pick for the win?
Man, I'm not going to pick an actual pick. I'm going to go with a person I want to see win. I want to see the 83 of Roger Muth win.
That's a good pick. I think he's a strong pick. Man, you kind of took my pick. I want to say Dwayne Cooper for the win, but I don't want to jinx him, you know. Last time I picked him, he ended up hating me for a while. I know Todd Poston's a strong racer here on these super speedways, so I'm going to go with Todd Poston.
All right, well, there you go. Our picks are made as we are looking out the back of Dwayne Cooper on his 00 machine, running OSR Network, that online sim racing network, on his deck lid. You can see the Taco Bell 88 machine pushing for all he is worth, and the ever so dangerous and potent 4 machine of Rick Sebren's. And not
We
dangerous
just had
as
one in the wall. Trying to figure out who it was. I think it was the 18 of Ben Pedersen. He was in the wall a little bit, fell back a couple positions, able to gather it back up in the back of the pack, and still moving.
The 18 machine you're saying was caught up in the wall. Looks like he has not lost the lead draft.
He dropped about, I'd say he dropped about 5 rows back. So he's back in 27th, 28th right now, gathering that thing back up and getting it completely back up to speed before he makes a run back towards the front.
We go on board with Peterson himself. As you can see, looks like that front end doesn't have a whole lot of damage. As we look at a great shot of the nose of this car, so good news there. If he did get into the wall, it did not affect anything. So he might have just gotten a little high, had to lift, lost a lot of momentum. Could have gave the illusion of him losing speed due to getting into the wall.
Yeah, I thought I had seen some sparks, but it's not showing on the car or anything like that. No marks on the wall, so I might have gotten the old eyes deceived.
Hey, it happens. Maybe to the lesser intelligent. And I'm not saying that's you. I'm just saying it happens.
All right, so I'm watching Cody Ober right now, back in 15th position. He's tucked under the 14 of Cody Eldred on the outside line. He's starting to push a little hard, try to get Cody up closer to the 71 of Stephen Herman and catch up to Derek Connolly in the 28, who's looking on the outside to take it 3 wide with Jacob Sayers. Cody Ober now taking it 3 wide with Stephen Herman. 38 getting a little bit squirrely and forcing Stephen Herman up a little bit into Cody Ober. Still 3 wide with the 38 of Cody Levitt right now.
Down the front stretch after the tri-oval. Here they come down into turn number 1. These guys on this smooth Daytona surface, they're not afraid to take it 3 wide here. And they do have just enough room to make it work, and the track is smooth enough to allow it. Now in the Daytona bumpy, the one that was released in 2007, that is going to be a hard one to pull this off on, and we will be there next week. Make sure you tune in right here on MaxSpeedTV.
Ooh, we got one going around. I think that was a 91 of Shannon Williams Jr. Able to save it with the 61 of DJ Mitzel. Ernie Williams Jr. has a little bit of damage on the left side of that car, and DJ Mitzel has a little bit of damage on the front of that car.
Watching DJ Mitzel here in that 61 machine, you can see the right front. It's got a little crinkle to it. Now we'll check in on Ernie Williams in that 91. We go on board and you can see his left front definitely has a huge amount of damage. You can see the tire exposed there. That's not something that Ernie wants to have happen here. However, these guys do have a shot for a pit stop. Fast repair is available for 2 times, I believe.
I will get you an answer real quick. They have 2 fast repairs.
And with the stage 1 coming up here at the end of lap 20, Ernie Williams has got a good shot at getting this car fixed and getting right back into the race.
Hey, I hate to keep making you jump around, but they are 3 wide for the lead right now. Josh Milam on the bottom, Dwayne Cooper in the middle, Travis Elliott on the outside. They are 3 wide, 3 rows deep, got quite a pack here. Mark Vega, Stephen Herman, Derek Connolly, Jacob Sayers, Cody Ober, and the 15 of Alex Green all in a tight pack here. Now Josh Milam and Mark Vega are going to get a huge run on the inside, pushing out ahead of Wayne Cooper and Travis Elliott.
Big old knot of cars here. Throw a blanket under almost half the field here as they are all running nose to tail. And we got 3 cars working that upper lane, trying to make something happen. That 51 machine of Travis Elliott, the 28 of Derek Conley, and then I believe that is the 42 machine of Chris McCullough. Those 3 drivers braving that outer lane. And what I think that outer lane is going to be fast here if they can get it rolling.
Yeah, if they get a couple more cars going, I think that outer lane is going to be real fast. And what I love about watching these guys race is they are this deep with this many cars, 3 wide. But yeah, you see there's room between every single one of them. They're not racing each other super hard. They're not bumping each other, dooring each other or anything like that. They're giving each other enough room to feel comfortable with this situation. And I love watching this close racing like this.
Our leader right now is the 7 of Josh Milam. He's got the 1 machine of Mark Vega pushing him for all he is worth. Dwayne Cooper trying to side draft him on the middle lane there. Oh, contact! Stephen Herman going around. He's going to collect Derek Conley. Herman sideways, locking it down. Cody Eldred getting a piece of it. No caution as now they have dropped down below the yellow line. and Stephen Herman facing the wrong direction, and there the caution flag will fly. So Stephen Herman in the 71 machine getting into trouble here early on. We're going to back this up, go to our instant replay. You can see Derek Conley getting a piece of Stephen Herman there. Herman trying to slow it down, straighten it out. Cody Eldred in the 14 with nowhere to go. So a big toss-up as they came through the tri-oval. And Stephen Herman in the 71, the big loser in this situation. That car, he's going to have to use a fast repair as it is not driving straight.
That's really unfortunate. I mean, they were looking so good for a while there.
All right, so we got a moment. The drivers are getting ready to hit pit road. We know our fuel run is not enough to make it all the way. But this caution does allow you the chance, or maybe the idea of, if you stay out, you could make it with the help of another caution. How many are we going to see hit pit road here?
I think all of them. I think all of them are going to pit, because when we go back green, we're going to have about 4 or 5 laps left. You don't really want to see a caution. You want to be able to, if I'm Josh Milem, I want to be the first one to pit. I want to be good to go and stretch it out so that if a caution does come out, I can stay out and get the stage win, possibly.
All right, the 7 machine in his pit stall. Nice and clean. Who's going to be the first one off of pit road as all the drivers are hitting there? Josh Milem taking fuel only. A very quick pit stop for him.
Wayne Cooper off second place there. Cleanly. Everybody else getting off pit road very cleanly.
So the race off pit road just as intense as the racing on the track. And everyone getting away here quite quickly. All right, guys, we're going to step away for just a moment and we'll be right back after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the lights have gone out on the pace car, and we want to get a quick word in with the 00 machine piloted by Dwayne Cooper himself. Dwayne, you put this car on pole. You are now on the inside lane of this front row. Tell us a little bit about your race, what you got to do, and everything that's going on in your world.
Well, I got a new sponsor this year, Nut Up, you know. So Nut Up's on the car this year, and I'm running along with Fuel this year, my arch enemies. You know, if you can't beat them, you join them. So I'm in Fuel 2.0, which is better than the actual Fuel team. So we're on there. And I did take, for Randy, I did take a lot of pole dancing classes in the off season, and it seems to have paid off. I got the pole.
Well, man, you're on pole here tonight. Right now, it looks like you're in a great shot to be the lead car here. What's it going to take to be the leader here at the end of this stage?
Beating that 7 on the outside, because that's about the only one up here that I'm worried about. The rest of them I'm not worried about, unless Jacob wants to spin me with his Ram design behind me.
All right, Dwayne, as always, man, a pleasure talking to you. We'll let you get to it as you guys are getting ready to go green flag racing.
All right, well, there'll be a video out tomorrow whether I crash and burn or winning.
We look forward to it. That is Dwayne Cooper, driver of the 00 machine, giving us a quick word as they get ready to go green flag racing. And there it is, Dwayne Cooper, Josh Milam, row number 1, firing off as they head off in turn number 1, neck and neck, side by side, down the straightaway. Here we go. This is where it's going to get interesting.
And I thought I was going to see Dwayne jump up to that high line since he was worried about Josh there. But he's going to stick to the low line and have Jacob Sayers pushing him. But Mark Vega and Chris McCullough are on the outside working real well together with Josh Milam. Josh Milam has cleared Dwayne Cooper as of right now, and it looks like Mark Vega has as well.
So both
Mark
cars
Vega
clearing him. Yep, Mark Vega going to dive down to the bottom.
Dumps Josh Milam and takes the lead. As of right now, it's going to be a race to the line to who's going to lead this lap. And it looks like Mark Vega is going to have a huge run, but Josh Milam is going to be scored as the lap leader.
Milam in that 7 machine, no stranger to victory lane here. Picked up a win last season. Here he is once again, trying to battle for a stage win, but he's got the 42 of Chris McCullough pushing him. Meanwhile, on the inside lane, Mark Vega leading with the 00 of Dwayne Cooper pushing.
Dwayne Cooper is tucked up underneath the back bumper of Mark Vega, pushing the daylights out of him. And it looks like Jacob Sayers is hanging back a little bit, doesn't want to overheat that motor this early in the race. And I can't remember, is the stage at 20 or 25?
I thought it was lap 20 here. It would be 20 and 40, and then sprint to the end.
Well, I guess we're going to find out.
We will. The caution flag should fly at the moment that the leader crosses the start-finish line here on lap 20. Excuse me, a brief moment of choking up on all my emotions.
What emotions?
The ones that I was choking on.
Oh. All right, and this is going to be the stage. This is going to be a really good race to the finish. And it looks like Josh Milam is going to be scored with the lap lead and no caution yet. So I'm guessing stage is going to be at 25.
Field working its way through 1 and 2. Josh Milam all by himself for the moment. Here comes the 1 machine of Mark Vega with Dwayne Cooper pushing him on the inside. Down the back stretch they go. Here comes that outside lane getting hooked up, getting a little bit of energy now. Down into turn number 3. They're challenging for the lead.
I don't know about you, but does it look like Dwayne has a little bit of scrape down the side of his car? I can't tell if that's damage or just the way the sun is glaring off.
It's hard to see from this camera shot. We'll see if we can get a little closer here, but that it wouldn't surprise me that any of these cars have some damage as close as they've been running.
Absolutely, and it looks like he might have just gotten a little bit too close to somebody and caught some paint off of another car, but he's still running strong in 4th place right now behind Chris McCullough.
We're going to go on board with Roger Muth as he is battling right here in the thick of things. Our leaders are just ahead, 3 wide coming off of turn number 4. A little bit of a shunt from his inside, folding up that left front fender.
Derek Connolly is diving to the inside and going towards the back of the pack. I'm not sure if he got a little bit warm or if he was just getting too close to people and decided to take a way out and regroup and get back up there.
Field working neck and neck, waiting for the end of this stage. Who's it gonna be? It looks like the 51 of Travis Elliott and the 8 of Cody Ober trying to make something happen on that outside lane. But Josh Milam leading another lap.
He's doing a great job of defending that first place position on that, well, now middle line. Cody Ober and Travis Elliott working that outside line by themselves. Kelly Milam now jumping to the outside line. Gonna help them out as well as Alex Green. Roger Muth in the middle line working his way up behind Jason Kinzer, Rick Seabrans, Chris McCullough, and Josh Milam. Mark Vega getting pushed by Dwayne Cooper on the inside line, followed by Jacob Sayers, Aspen Belvin, and the 2 of David McCullough.
Through the trial will they go. Milam leading another lap. So far he has led the most laps at 15 laps led. Now the 42 of Chris McCullough out front of that outside lane. The 1 of Mark Vega leading the inside lane, and Josh Milam in that 7 machine dragging the middle along. But here's the 4 of Rick Seabrans. If I want a car behind me, that's the 4 of Rick Seabrans. That guy can push for all he is worth. Not only can he push, but if that car gets clean air, and he is making a move to the outside here, I'd be careful of that 4.
To dry. Oh man, what a drag race to the finish line. And it looks like Mark Vega's got a great run. Rick Seabrans on the outside and they're wrecking behind him. I think Rick Seabrans is scored first position for that one.
That was very close. Gonna have to see how that is scored. But it looked like the 83 of Roger Muth got a bit of action there. And we're gonna back this up for just a brief second and check out this replay as they come to the start finish line. Excuse me once again. But yeah, as they were trying to cross the start finish line, you can see crashing happened. Cody Ober getting a piece of it. The 15 of Alex Green also getting a piece of it. One more time from a different angle. Cody Ober going for a wild ride there. And a word from race control, stage winner is Josh Milam in the 7 machine.
Oh, that was really crazy. That was a crazy finish to that stage.
So Josh Milam picking up stage number 1 here at Daytona for the Shannon Strong 250. Milam hitting his pit box cleanly.
Seabrans hitting his pit box cleanly. Cooper hitting his pit box cleanly. Elliott hitting his pit box cleanly. Roger Muth hitting his pit box cleanly. Everybody making it very clean pit stops. Josh Milam first off pit road. Mark Vega second.
All right, guys, into the stage. Pit stops have happened. That 7 machine gonna come off pit road as your race leader. We're gonna step away for a quick moment. We'll be right back after this.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, welcome back, race fans. This is the OP Super Speedway Series at Daytona. We are at the completion of Stage 1, getting ready to go green for Stage 2. Mark Vega leading him to the green flag. Dwayne Cooper on the outside of row 1. Rick Seabrans inside of row 2. And the 54 of Jason Kinzer on the outside of row 2. Mark Vega has run a very good race so far, as well as Dwayne Cooper, but the green flag is out. Mark Vega taking him to the line with a good run on the inside. Rick Severance pushing him with all that he has. Dwayne Cooper getting grouped up with Roger Muth and Jason Kinzer coming to turns 1 and 2. It looks like the 62 of Les Levy is on the outside line, 4 cars back, trying to gather everything up and give a bunch of help to that outside line to get Dwayne Cooper cleared of Mark Vega. DJ Mitchell in the 61, a couple cars back from the lead on the inside line, pushing Alex Green in the 15 and David McCullough in the 2, working with Jacob Sayers behind Rick Severance and Mark Vega on the inside line.
Mark Vega in that one machine, as you said, was on the inside line, but that 00 Dwayne Cooper, he is going to get turned as he tried to come down in front. Big pile up as the leaders go spinning. Everyone's going to get collected. Oh my goodness, this is not what we wanted to see happen here on lap 30, as all of the leaders got piled up in this accident. We're going to back this up, go to our MaxSpeedTV replay, and you can see exactly what happened here as Mark Vega gonna defend his spot. Try this one more time real quick. We're gonna go on board with Mark Vega. See the 00 Dwayne Cooper on his outside. Dwayne thinking he's got him cleared, cuts down, not quite cleared enough, missed it by an inch. Field piling into turn number 1. We're gonna watch this from the 30 machine of Todd Poston. Poston getting turned and then disappearing for internet issues. But big mix up here. So a lot of drivers caught up in this one.
Yeah, like a lot of people having to use that second fast repair this early in the race. That's gonna put a damper on a lot of strategies early on.
Yeah, it does affect your strategy a whole lot when something like that happens.
Well, on the bright side, if they pit now, they will be good on fuel for the rest of stage 2.
Well, here comes our leader, Jason Kinzer, in that 54 machine. He's gonna hit his pit stall.
Roger Muth staying out, leading this lap. As well as the 11 of Chase Berry staying out.
So your new race leader is the 83 of Roger Muth. And guys, we're gonna step away once again real quick. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shannon Strong 250 right here at Daytona International Speedway. As you can see, the field is starting to line up. We got some new drivers to talk about here on the front row. That 11 machine of Chase Berry and a new paint scheme, a bright, beautiful red Lego paint scheme driven by Chase Berry. And on his outside, someone we're proud to talk about here on MaxSpeedTV. That is Roger Muth, one of our own broadcasters. Here he is, front row, front and center. I'll tell you what, he's not looking too bad out there.
No, he's really not. Car's a little dirty, but he's in second place, so I guess it kind of makes up for it.
I'll tell you what, you ain't lying. How many times can we say, I'll tell you what?
I can go all night.
Oh, man, it's such a great phrase.
I tell you what. Kind of like
what?
that.
A whipped cream.
That's not how it goes.
Cool whip.
Cool whip.
A whip. All right,
Cool whip.
Lights are out on the pace car. This field's getting ready to get back underway. There it goes, that Porsche peeling off. Roger Muth and Chase Berry. Green flag is out. Here we go once again at Daytona. Chase Berry with a good restart. Roger Muth in the 83 getting a good shunt from the 54 machine of Jason Kinzer. Those two gonna run that high line. Can they get the momentum as they work their way through 1 and 2 down the backstretch? But here comes the 88 of Josh Durham pushing that 11 machine. That is really gonna do a big, huge favor to the 11.
Roger Muth is doing everything he can to keep up with the 11 and the 88. Jason Kinzer helping him out. Aspen Belvin right behind them, trying to catch up so that he can give them a good shove towards the front of that field again. But the 88 and the 11 are being pushed by Derek Connolly right now in the 28 machine. Those three are pushing very, very hard to stay out ahead of Roger Muth right now.
We're on board with the 88 of Josh Durham. As you can see, he's working his way down into turns 1 and 2 here, right behind Chase Berry in the 11 machine. Down the backstretch they go, this very long backstretch. This field really has got a bunch of talented drivers here. And I'll tell you what, if you want to join the OP Racing on Monday night, you do have to go through their feeder series. But feel free to check them out and look them up on the iRacing League tabs. Look for OP Racing Super Speedway. And Randy, they do a Friday night race and a Saturday night race, a throwback series. I don't know if you know that, but Roger Muth broadcasts the Saturday night.
I think he broadcasts the Friday night. And
that's what I said. Absolutely what I said.
Yeah, absolutely. But these guys are always inviting me to come race with them in their feeder series and the throwback series. They've got a good group of racers all together. Their feeder series is a lot of fun. I have raced it with them. I haven't been able to get to one of the throwback races yet, but just watching it and hearing these guys talk about it, everybody has a blast doing it, and it's always fun. I mean, there's gonna be issues getting it rolling, but they've gotten way past that. They're doing a great job. I mean, just look at what we're watching here tonight. They've got a great run, and there's lots of good things about this OP league.
A lot of good things. They are in their second season here for the Monday night OP Racing Super Speedway Series. This is the winter session. We're gonna go for quite a while. I think the last race is in April. Don't have the schedule right in front of me, but this is race number 2, and you can see these guys, they don't care. They want to win this thing. And right now the 54 machine of Jason Kinzer, he is out front. He is trying to lead some laps.
Did you know 54 holds a special place in my heart? That number.
I don't know why. It's a terrible number.
Well,
I've never met anybody worth a darn who drives the 54 number.
Oh, whatever.
Oh no, there's nothing wrong with the 54. It just is all about who's behind the wheel when it's happening.
Was that a stab at me?
But no, I would never take a cheap shot at you.
Jason Kinzer still leading this race, but Roger Muth is not giving him very much room on the outside right there. He's pinching him down hard, trying to get a run, get some speed, and lead some laps here. But Chris McCullough is also looking for that lead as well.
McCullough in the 42 working that high side, got Rick Seabrans helping him. That Ford machine, a very stout driver as well. The 91 of Ernie Williams, he's checking in as well. And we are about to see some very close, very interesting action as we are nearing the end of stage number 2.
Oh wow, we're only 10 laps away from it. I get so caught up in the 3-wide racing here, I don't even realize it.
3-wide racing, 3 rows deep, maybe even 4 rows, depending on where Scott Bellum decides to go in that 07 machine. Talking about Scott Bellum, we are gonna go on board with Scott Bellum. We're got a great shot looking at him, very much got his concentration face on. In fact, we can't even see his eyes, he's so concentrated. So let's change our view here. And there we go, looking out the front of this thing. That's quite an intimidating view when you got 3 cars wide, about 4 or 5 rows deep.
Yeah, it can be quite intimidating because you also have to factor in, you got to try and figure out what these guys are doing without having any communication with them.
Now, Randy, you are a super speedway aficionado.
I'm a connoisseur.
Connoisseur. That's a fancy word. I use 2 fancy words right there. Anyways, when you are in this situation, let's say you're in Scott Bellum's situation, you're seeing these guys 3 wide, several rows deep. What are you thinking?
Send it.
Oh, I like it. Send it full throttle.
I love being 3 wide. Oh, and we've got 2 going
Contact.
around. It looks like Cody Eldred, Rick Seabrans. I think Josh Durham might have been a part of that.
Scott Bellum got through it very cleanly as we were on board for that one. We're gonna back this up a little bit right here, and we're gonna see what happened to some of our front runners as they were working their way onto the front stretch. Coming off of turn number 4, it looks like the 42 gets into the wall, and that starts a chain reaction. Not 100% sure that the 42 got into the wall. I'm gonna have to try this one more time from a different angle. Yeah, the 42 did brush the wall, slowed him up just enough, and that is what started this, an absolute chain reaction of a lot of these drivers getting caught up into this big pileup. So the 83 moves a little bit high, the 42 reacts to it. Cody Eldred in the 14 caught up, Ernie Williams in the 91. Scott Bellum, we were riding on board with him live. He got through it quite cleanly. Gonna take one more look at this as I have just lost my positioning here. I apologize. Try this one more time. We go on board with Cody Eldred in the 14. You can see just how quickly things change. Cody Eldred pinballing between 2 cars there. All right, Randy, we're back live, and we're getting close to the end of this stage.
About 6 laps, we should have a couple lap shootout here till the end of the stage. It'll be a close race.
I sell propane and propane accessories. I'll tell you what.
I don't think your their Missourian accent works with it.
It doesn't, but
No.
I don't use propane, so
You gotta roll the H.
I tried to roll the H, but my Missouri accent just doesn't roll H's or R's.
I tell you what. You gotta,
What?
You gotta. It's like exactly like that.
What if I take my finger underneath my Adam's apple and go?
Don't do
No?
it. Don't do it.
Okay.
I don't know about you, but I'm like I'm like in the day to night transition right now. The sun placement is definitely going to be messing with the drivers right now. It can get in your eyes.
Well, this has been an update that has been long in the works with iRacing. All of the iRacing members have been pining for it for a long time. And I'll tell you what, this is one of the updates that has actually delivered everything that we wanted. It is
Almost.
beautiful to a T.
Almost everything.
What's it missing?
Chili Bowl.
No, I'm talking about day-night transition.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the build. The Chili Bowl is supposed to be coming. I'm talking about the day-night transition.
Yeah, I love it. I really do enjoy the day to night transition.
They did such great work and how the sun reflects off the cars, how everything changes. This is one of the best additions that we've gotten in iRacing in a long time, as far as how stuff looks, how it works. I got no complaints about the day-night transition. You can almost always find something to complain about. I got nothing.
I've got one little bug with it, but there's really nothing they can do about it, and it would take too much work and too much of a monstrous system to view it the way I think it should be viewed.
Well, tell me.
I think if you pay attention, the clouds kind of like jerk. They like have like a slideshow effect almost. But like I said, it would take a monstrous computer to really get it to roll nice and look natural. But other than that, it's completely perfect.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. But I mean, just what we got. We got the sun going down right here at Daytona. It's changed how these cars looks. It's changed how it's setting on the crowd. Everything looks amazing right now. It's completely different than how this race started. And throughout the whole time, we're going to see this thing finish very possibly under the lights, and it is going to be spectacular. I have done one other broadcast so far since this update has been released, and I look forward to how tonight is going to play out.
Yeah, I fully expect these lights to come on within the next 15 laps.
And we do have a few people in YouTube saying there are some tracks missing lights that have lights. And yes, it's not a full implementation.
They have said that they are coming at a later date.
Yeah, but what they have, how the sun is setting here at Daytona, what they got going on, I personally love what this is doing, and it really adds to that immersion factor. And that is something that all of us here in the iRacing service are after. Whether it's broadcasting, whether it's racing, whatever it is, this day-night stuff, oh my gosh, I think they nailed it.
Absolutely. Huge ups to iRacing.
I don't say that a whole lot. Dang old dang, they sure did. All right, we're getting ready to go back green flag racing. On this restart, row number 1 will be Jason Kinzer, Roger Muth, and row 2 will be Chase Berry and Aspen Belvin in the 84. Green flag is out. Here we go. That 54 machine looking like it is after some zombies in that Mission 22 paint scheme. Got some big help from the 11 of Chase Berry on the outside. Roger Muth looking for some help from the Punisher of the 84, Aspen Belvin. So far, that is not forming up, and Dwayne Cooper says, nope, I'm tired of y'all. He dives down to the bottom. Dwayne Cooper gonna be the 4th car in the inside line here.
That outside line starting to form up with a couple more cars, as well as the inside line. But though the inside line's got a lot more close, and they are running a little bit faster than that outside line. But it looks like Chris McCullough is looking to take the outside with Chase Berry and leaving the 54 of Jason Kinzer behind.
Dwayne Cooper in the 00, 2nd car in the inside line. Roger Muth in the 83 getting left all alone on the high side. Here comes Chase Berry. He's dropping down in front of Kinzer. So Chase Berry, now your race leader, making a bold move. Contact behind, car upside down. Big trouble on the backstretch. Caution flag gonna fly once again, as we have several cars caught up into this one, and we had one car going up and over that 2 machine right there. David McCullough really wadded up. We're gonna have to back this up and see exactly what happened here as they were working their way down the backstretch. And word from race control, stage winner is going to be Chase Berry. We're gonna see exactly what happened here. Josh Milam in the 7 going up and over. Give me just a second. We're gonna back this replay up once again. Go on board with Josh Milam as he goes up and over. Watch this one more time as Les Levy in the 62 machine works his way through here. Goes through the 7 of Josh Milam. And you can see the cars scatter everywhere as they work their way down the backstretch. Absolutely wild ending to stage number 2. Drivers on pit road. Randy, call these pit stops.
All right, all I see is a couple pit boxes, but it looks like everybody's getting into their pit boxes very cleanly. No issues on pit road right now. Looking at Dwayne Cooper getting into his pit box. Everybody making it in, coming down, that last group coming down. Cody Eldred stayed out off pit road. Dwayne Cooper off pit road, first one off. Jason Kinzer, 2nd off pit road. Chase Berry 3rd. Derek Connolly and Kristen Walker is going to be the first 5 off pit road.
All right, so the 14 machine of Cody Eldred staying out. Let's see if we can't get a quick word in with Chase Berry. Chase Berry, a driver of JSI Motorsports. Chase, you got your ears on, bud?
Yeah, I do.
Stage 2 race winner. Congratulations, Chase. That 11 Lego machine sporting some nice new colors. I really dig them, man.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So, first of all, congratulations on your Chase stage win, Chase.
Thank you, thank you.
Tell us about your race so far.
It's been eventful, you know, start to last, or in the bag, just taking my time, you know, make my way up to the front, and hopefully now I can just stay up front.
Well, that 11 machine has been up front for quite a bit now. It looks like you have led about 4 laps here, but when you consider that our main lap leader has only led 17, it seems like the lead position has been highly contested. What's it going to take to win this race here in the final 50 laps?
Probably the one who can keep his car the coolest. I know early in the race we couldn't keep the car full, it's just burning up real quick. So I know it's going to take a lot, but if whoever can keep the car the coolest longer pushing is probably going to have a good shot.
All right, Chase. Well, man, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. Before we let you go, any sponsor shout outs, thank yous you'd like to give?
You know, thanks to JSI guys that let me run with them, man. Thank my Forza crew, you know, my Madden crew, all them watching on MaxSpeedTV and YouTube. Had to give them a little shout out. I know they've been wanting one for a while.
All right, Chase, man. Well, good luck to you. Congratulations on stage 2 win, and hopefully we'll get to talk to you again here at the end of the night.
All right, thank you. That'd be awesome.
That is Chase Berry, driver of the 11 machine, part of the JSI Motorsports, picking up a stage win here tonight. Randy?
Yes, sir.
What do you say we take a moment to step away and reset things here?
That works for me.
Oh, good. I like the way you think. We'll be right back after this.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back, race fans. We are about to start the third and final stage as the pace car dives off. Dwayne Cooper, Cody Eldred, Jason Kinzer, and Chase Berry bring it to the green flag. Green flag is out. Dwayne Cooper leading him to the line. Jason Kinzer giving a massive push to Dwayne Cooper. Cody Eldred working with Chase Berry on the outside line. It looks like Tristan Walker is trying to take it 3 wide, going into turn 1. Get a run to try and challenge for the lead on lap 53 here. Mark Vega hanging back a little bit, trying to regroup and push Tristan Walker on that outside line. Derek Connolly and Aspen Belvin working together on the inside line with DJ Mitchell as well down the backstretch. Wayne Cooper and Cody Eldred still battling it out, changing the lead position every 3 seconds. And now Dwayne Cooper and Jason Kinzer have a massive run coming out of turn 4, bringing it to the line, giving Dwayne Cooper the lap lead here in the opening lap of stage number 3 and the final stage. If these guys go green for quite a few more laps, they will have to green flag pit around lap 75. And that will still not get them enough fuel to the end. They will have to pit 2 times if this goes green the rest of the way.
We go on board, looking out the back of our race leader, Dwayne Cooper. As you can see, the Mission 22 all over Jason Kinzer in that 54 machine. What a great sponsor to have on the hood of that machine. but he is pushing for all he is worth. And Dwayne Cooper, he is out front. That 00 machine, he's someone who, if he gets a breath of fresh air, gets that sniff of clean racing, he could possibly lead this thing all the way to the end.
I fully believe that. And it looks like Tristan Walker's having some connectivity issues. He's got quite a bit of damage on that front end now, scraping the wall down the backstretch.
Yeah, that 17, that Tide Pod eating 17 machine got some damage. Looks like things have leveled out for him. However, he does have that right front fender a little bit wrinkled. And oh, nope, now he disappearing once again. And that is a big issue here in iRacing on a super speedway. When you disappear like that, it does actually slow you down and slows up the pack of everyone behind you.
Yeah, it does. I mean, they got to worry about where you're going to come back. And I mean, look how much space he has lost since he started having those issues.
Yeah, not anyone tucking in behind him and saying, hey, we want to work with you. Everyone trying to get around him. And that 17 machine dropping through the field like a rock in a rock through air.
Newton?
Newton? No, Newton got hit by an apple.
Sure.
Anyways,
Dwayne
back
Cooper,
up front.
Wayne Cooper and Cody Eldred still side by side for the lead position. Chase Berry and Jason Kinzer still that second row. Mark Vega and Derek Connolly in the third row with Aspen Belvin and DJ Mitchell right behind them. Les Levy and Kelly Milam hanging back. We haven't seen too much of Kelly Milam this race. I'd expect him to start pushing towards the front as the lights are in full effect as the sun has gone down. The track is, oh,
Contact.
Jason Kinzer's going around contact with DJ Mitchell. No caution flag. They are able to keep it going and away from everybody else. The green flag will stay out, giving Mark Vega, Chase Berry, Dwayne Cooper, and Cody Eldred a huge lead on Derek Connolly right now.
So checking the quick replay, looked like a little bit of miscommunication between the two drivers. That is going to send Jason Kinzer into pit road here. He's going to try and get that damage fast repaired and get back out there. But Cody Eldred is your race leader. Dwayne Cooper in second, and Chase Berry right behind him in third.
Yeah, these guys, these four out front, they're now in a line trying to create more distance between fifth place Derek Connolly, who is about a second behind right now. And the caution is out.
Caution flag flying. I am not 100% sure what that caution flag was for. We saw those guys get into a big kerfuffle and no caution flag flew, and then all of a sudden it was out. So
did you just say did you just say kerfuffle?
I did say kerfuffle. But I'm trying to figure out what happened. Oh man, I think I just saw the 8 of Cody Ober. Give me just a second here. We're trying to find this. The 89 machine. Who's in the 89? Ken McCullough. He is going to go for a spin. Got some connection issues back here. Yeah, that is what happened. Cody Ober and Ken McCullough, due to connection issues, started spinning, and that is what's going to bring out the yellow.
Well, that's good for Jason Kinzer and DJ Mitchell when they had to pit. I mean, they're going to be a lap down, but that's good for them because now they are going to be able to get caught up and have a chance to still race.
That they are. And guys, We're gonna step away for just a moment. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the Shannon Strong 250 tonight here at Daytona. As the lights have come on, the sun is set, we are in full night, and we would be remiss not to mention that tonight's race is dedicated to the hashtag Shannon Strong, as a race can be dedicated to a driver. And if you will bear with me for just a second, Shannon Williams was a drama teacher at Smyrna High School in Tennessee, who sadly passed away on November 28th after battling a brain tumor for 8 months. She was a beloved teacher and member of the community. All of her students loved and adored her, considered her more than a teacher, but as a friend and a mother figure. She went out of her way to help others. And tonight we are all Shannon Strong, and this is race number 2, and what better way than to commemorate a well-beloved teacher than to dedicate a race to her here in iRacing. It may not seem like a lot, but sometimes that's all you can do. And as this was one of her students who wanted to make sure tonight was dedicated to her, and we're not going to say who it was, but what a great way. He did all he could, or she did all she could to dedicate tonight's race. And man, it's been a great race so far, Randy.
It really has. We've got some really nice looking cars under these lights, and I'm pretty proud of it, even though I'm not even racing. Or have no ties.
Well, I mean, it looks like you're racing.
Yeah, it does, doesn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, here we go. We're getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. Dwayne Cooper in the 00. Cody Eldred in the 14. Green flag is out here at Daytona. We're back underway. What could be the final stint to the end. Lap 64 of 100. All our stage racing is completed. We're in the final stage. Dwayne Cooper, Cody Eldred, Derek Conley, Chase Berry. Those four guys, 2 rows deep, 2 by 2. Here we go. Down the backstretch. Derek Conley in the 28, looking to the inside, trying to get some fresh air to that machine. Losing a little ground down the backstretch is Dwayne Cooper. Cody Eldred could drop down now. Now, Dwayne Cooper is going to make a charge back through.
Dwayne Cooper looking strong all night. Been up front, had a couple little hiccups, but he's been up front all night. Keeping that thing real clean and just driving really, really hard and battling Cody Eldred for the last couple laps.
Dwayne Cooper now edging out in front of the 14 of Cody Eldred. Down the backstretch they go. That outer lane gonna build some energy down the backstretch here and send it off into turn number 3. But that inside line gonna challenge right back as here they come. Dwayne Cooper in the 00. Now he's got the nose out in front. Derek Conley staying tucked in very close to the back bumper of that 00. In through the trioval they go. Chase Berry in the 11 pushing Cody Eldred. Mark Vega also in that high line. Scott Bellum in the 07, the 42 of Chris McCullough, and the 39 of Jacob Sayers. He's trying to get a piece of the action here. He is now in that high line. Jacob Sayers, be watching for that machine to take it to the 3rd lane as we go on board with Jacob Sayers here. He would be someone to take it to the 3rd lane as Chris McCullough in the 42 is going to do it. Sayers, though, he is going to abandon him. McCullough is going to lose a spot, maybe more.
Yeah, he's got no help on that outside line. You can't really rely on the side draft out there because you don't want to get too close and push them down into the car below them. So you kind of have to have help, and nobody wanted to help him right there.
The 71 of Squirmin' Herman. We saw him involved in our first caution of the night. Haven't talked about him a whole lot since then, but here he is battling back towards the front. Squirmin' Herman himself. Beautiful paint scheme in that 71 machine. Oh my goodness, he has snuck up on me.
I just want to do some housekeeping real quick. Glenn Bundren has taken it behind the wall tonight. Quite a few laps ago, so wanted to do some housekeeping and make sure we're all up to date.
He is not the only one that's behind the wall. Glenn Bundren, Randy Post, and Brad Ray. Well, I don't think Brad Ray is behind the wall. He is out on track, but he is pretty far behind. He is a couple laps down. Well, nope, sorry. Timing just updated, showing him on the lead lap.
Yeah. He's on the lead lap on my screen.
So my timing screen had not updated when I said that. It showed him as 2 laps down. He started 32nd. He is currently running in 28th spot.
Dwayne Cooper and Cody Eldred still battling it side by side, with Chase Berry and Derek Connolly behind them. But Kelly Milam has made his way up to 5th position now. Like I said earlier, we hadn't seen too much of him early on. I think he was just trying to ride around, wait for everything to settle out, and now he's going to make a run in the last 31 laps.
Kelly Milam in the 46. We haven't got to talk about him yet so far. Had a quiet night going for that 46 machine. Started 9th, currently running in 6th. Has not yet led a lap, but here he comes. That driver is one to watch out for as he is starting to make his way to the front.
Yeah, he can always be a threat later on in the race, and another one that can be a real threat is the 4 of Rick Seabrans, who is currently in 5th position now, taking it away from Kelly Milam. He's the 3rd car on the outside.
I hate to say it, but Rick is not running the proper paint scheme tonight. Randy, you made him a paint scheme that both of us had a little part in.
I edited it a little bit and put KR was here on the left rear quarter panel because somebody just had to go and wreck him.
Well, he beat me, and I'm a sore loser. What can I say? He played it perfectly, timed his run, came off a turn number 4 with a great run, beat me into the start-finish line, and I just had to let him know that, hey, nice job. But he's not running the paint scheme you made for him.
Shucks.
I know, it looked great right now.
Okay.
Oh well. Anyways, up front, Dwayne Cooper in the 00 and Cody Eldred in the 14.
The 89 of Kenneth McCullough and Chris McCullough are making their way on the top line by themselves at that as well. Hanging out there all by themselves. Looking like Cody Ober might try to get in front of them, but they got too big of a run and are able to get around them. They are working their way through the field right now. Doing about 195 miles an hour on the backstretch.
We're on board as we see a car going to the inside here, spinning out of control. That looked like someone diving down to the inside. That is going to give the lead to Kenneth McCullough, and the caution is going to come out as McCullough looks like he might be the leader. And hard to tell here as we were on board with him. Let's back this up and see who went for a wild ride down the backstretch. That was Dwayne Cooper in the 00. As it looked like he got a moment of contact with Derek Conley in the 28. Try this once again. Down the backstretch they go. Derek Conley looking in the inside. Dwayne Cooper slicing down, trying to block him. And Cooper's going to go for a ride to the inside wall and blink out on us. Let's see if we can figure out what happened to Derek Conley. It's a contact made. Conley's going to dive down here below the yellow line. Lose a lot of ground. The 18 getting involved. The 83 of Roger Muth also getting a piece of it. We go on board with the 62 of Les Levy. Let's go on board with Ben Peterson here. Peterson going 3 wide here with a great run up the middle, only to get spoiled right there. Contact is made. All right, and back live we go.
All right, everybody coming off of pit road right now. Rick Seaburns, Cody Eldred, Kelly Milam, all coming off of pit road. Chase Berry, Kenneth McCullough, the first two off pit road. Then it's going to be Cody Eldred, Rick Seaburns, Kelly Milam, Chris McCullough, Aspen Belvin, Josh Milam, Alex Green, and Jason Kinzer. The top 10 as of right now.
All right, folks. Well, we're going to step away for just a moment, reset this field, and we'll be ready to bring you green flag racing once again.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, welcome back, race fans. This is the OP Super Speedway Series once again. We have approximately 25 laps to go when we take the green flag. Rick Seaburns is your race leader right now with Chase Berry on his outside, Cody Eldred on the inside of the second row, and Kelly Milam on the outside. Yep. Beautiful Porsche is diving off into the infield. Green flag is out. Rick Sebrans taking him to the lead right now. Taking him to the green flag. I'm sorry about that. Chase Berry with a huge run on the outside, trying to get clear of the 4 of Rick Sebrans, but Kelly Milam is pushing the daylights out of Chase Berry, possibly trying to clear Rick Sebrans to where he can get down, and then Kelly Milam can make a run on the outside to pass Chase Berry as well. Making their way down the backstretch, Chase Berry and Rick Sebrans side by side, door to door for that lead position. Currently, Chase Berry has a nose on Rick Sebrans. Rick Sebrans now has a nose on Chase Berry. Not very much time between those two, as Rick Sebrans has cleared the 11 of Chase Berry now. Coming to the line of the first lap of this stint, Rick Sebrans will be scored the leader for that lap.
Chase Berry in the 11 machine, working the outer lane, leading that outside line. Great place to be if you're in the 11, but the 46, he is hungry for more than just following behind the 11. Be watching that 46 machine. Cody Eldred in the 14. He's pushing the 4. He's another hungry driver. He might be able to make a move as they almost make contact. And there it is, Aspen Belvin. He is out of control. He is going to save it. What a save by the 84 machine of Aspen Belvin. How did he do that? Holy cow, he is still trying to figure out what he just did. He doesn't even know where the throttle pedal is, as he is going to stay down below the yellow line here. And the 42 of Chris McCullough is getting turned. Caution flag flying. After some wild racing there, Chris McCullough in the 42 machine finally going to go around trying to straighten it out here through the infield. What a wild chain of events. That is not what I wanted to show. Back this up a little bit. Thank you very much. Chris McCullough there trying to make his way through this slow field as everyone checked up. He is going to spin out of control. We're going to take a look one more time from the blimp. Wow, what a chain of events that was. And Chase Berry going to come out on top of this situation as the race leader. So yellow flag flying once again here in the Shannon Strong 250. Chase Berry, your race leader. The 4 of Rick Sebrans in second. Kelly Milam in third. Cody Eldred in the 14, fourth. And rounding out your top 5 is the 7 of Josh Milam. As these guys looking like they are going to hit pit road here. We go to our pit road cam, waiting for these guys to come down. A little bit early on the camera shot there, but there they are. All the drivers hitting pit road. And I do have a word from Roger Muth. Sounds like his night is done. Let's see if we can get a word in with him here. Oh, nope, he is just disconnected. Give me just a second here as I am trying to set this all up. Several drivers missing pit road here. The 51 in trouble. He's going to lose a lot of spots there as he had to back up. Rick Sebrans in the 4, the first one off pit road. There's a lot of information flew at me right there under that yellow flag. But Rick Sebrans, the first one off of pit road of everyone who pitted. Ben Peterson in the 18 machine did not make a pit stop, along with Stephen Herman. 51 or 61 of DJ Mitchell, Todd Poston in the 30, and the 00 of Dwayne Cooper all staying out, along with the 88 of Josh Durham. Those 6 drivers not making a pit stop just yet.
I think these guys are going to be good on fuel from now on. They should be able to make it to the end of the race without pitting if they just pitted.
Yeah, everyone who's pitted for sure can make it on fuel from here. Everyone else, it's going to be a bit of a gamble. They're going to need some help from a caution. Man, I'll tell you what, I'd rather be on the safe side here in this situation.
Yeah, maybe they know something we don't.
Yeah, I know 2 + 2 = 6.
I've been known to be on the gambling side of things here.
It can happen.
It definitely can.
All right, so Squirm and Herman in the 71 gonna be your race leader as the lights are out on the pace car. Field's still trying to form up here, but it looks like Ben Peterson in the 18 is gonna be scored second. So hopefully these guys get this sorted out here. Gonna keep a sharp eye on the 4 machine of Rick Seaburns. He is the first car on fresh tires. We'll see just how fast he can work his way through the field, if tires make a difference or not. In fact, I don't think he was in his pit stall long enough to take tires. I think he just took fuel.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I think, yeah, he might have taken fuel, and I don't know. I have seen two tire stops that short before.
All right, so a lot of unknowns here because our broadcasting crew is absolutely terrible. I blame Randy.
That's okay. I get blamed for a lot of things.
No. Randy, as always, man, glad you're here. And man, I'll tell you what, 20 laps left in this race has not been at all a disappointment. We're gonna go one more time around. This field's gonna get lined up as we are looking out the front of Rick Seaburns in the 4 machine.
I think we're gonna have a spectacular finish here. And don't you forget, I picked Todd Poston to win this race.
Post it himself? You think he's gonna win it?
That's what I said at the beginning of the race.
All right, who did I pick?
Roger.
Oh yeah, Roger's out. Yeah, he's out.
I know.
I just picked Roger not because I thought he would win, but because I wanted him to win. Well, look at Squirm and Herman in the 71 machine.
Yeah, you always like him.
I do. I like him. Well, look at what's on his car.
The Outlaw.
Oh man, the outlaw himself. I consider myself a little bit of an outlaw.
Do you?
Well, yeah, I do what I want.
Are you an Indian outlaw?
No, no. Don't you quote Tim McGraw at me. You're gonna get hurt. But no, I don't have enough Indian in me to claim that I'm an Indian outlaw. I have raced against the World of Outlaws, though. Does that count for anything?
Yes.
Sweet. I'm in. All right, here we go. Squirm and Herman in the 71 machine. He's out front of this thing, followed by the 18 of Ben Peterson. Here we go. Pace car peeling off. This field getting ready to go back to green flag racing. And there we are. Green flag is out. We are back underway as we are winding down the laps here at Daytona for the Shannon Strong 250. 17 laps to go. Down into turn number 1 we go. That's 71, as I have a Lex Dixie moment. The 71 of Squirm and Herman battling on the inside. The 61 of DJ Mitchell pushing him, and Dwayne Cooper in the 00, who we just saw spinning not too long ago. He is right back in the mix of it. On the outside lane is the 18 of Ben Peterson, Todd Poston in the 30, and the 88 of Josh Durham. Those are your 3 cars on the outside lane. The 11 of Chase Berry following those guys. Oh my goodness, this race is starting to get exciting. It's been an exciting race all night long, but the intensity level has picked up by about a magnitude of 6.
That sounds about right. But normally here with 15 laps to go in a race, we're starting to see things wind down. People get a little bit comfortable where they're at, trying to settle in to get a good position for the finish. But here at Super Speedway Racing, it's not settled until the checkered flag flies. That you will see lots of maneuvers made until they cross the line for the final time. And Ben Peterson is out front right now. They are 3 wide right behind him. Stephen Herman coming, making a run on the inside. Todd Possum pushing Ben Peterson right now. 3 wide for second place, and it looks like Todd Possum's giving a little bit of a door to Chase Berry.
We go on board with Ben Peterson in the 18 machine, looking for his first win. Here is the 11 of Chase Berry's gonna go around, collecting everyone in front of him. Big pile up, and Ben Peterson's gonna blow up down the backstretch. Holy cow, what happened to Ben Peterson? He was out front. That engine just exploded as there was a crash going on behind him. Oh my goodness. So much to cover here and what would transpire in the last 30 seconds. We're going to go to our instant replay. Derek Conley, Chase Berry making contact. The 18's going to explode down the backstretch. We're going to have to try another stab at this replay just to figure out all that happened here. What a change of events. DJ Mitchell looking like he went airborne in the 61. Try this once again. DJ Mitchell in that 61 machine. Going on the inside lane. Derek Conley, Chase Berry making contact. Alex Green going up along the wall. Stephen Herman turning DJ Mitchell as he went up and over. What a big pile up here as this race was drawing to a close. We go back live, it looks like the 4 of Rick Sebren's is out front.
Yeah, he didn't pit. I don't know if he knows, but he's got a little bit of damage on that right front. Everybody else behind him, it looks like Jason Kinzer's pretty clean. 17 of Tristan Walker's got a little bit of damage. And I can't see anybody else right now. Looks like the 51 has some rear bumper damage as well. So hopefully these guys are able to keep them running and don't have too many issues.
All right, so our race leader currently scored as the 4 of Rick Sebren's. You can see some damage on the right front. Jason Kinzer in the 54 machine. He is in second. Third place going to the 17 of Tristan Walker. let's see if we can't get a quick word in with any one of our top 3 drivers. Randy, do you see them in TeamSpeak?
I see Tristan Walker. I'll bring him up.
Bring him up. Let's do it.
07.
Well, hello, Tristan Walker in the 17 machine. This is KR and Randy up in the broadcast booth. You got your ears on?
Hello, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what, that 17 Tide Pod Eaton machine, he's sitting in 3rd. Tell us about your race.
Well, I've hung in the back most of the race and bided my time until now. Hopefully I can make something happen here.
Make something happen. What's it going to take to win this thing, as you're sitting at about 11 laps to go right now?
I just need to push whoever is in front of me. I need to push them clear and then make my move.
All right, Randy, take it away from here.
I see you got a little bit of damage on that right front. How much of a hindrance is that going to be with trying to get this thing out front?
I'm really not sure. I'm hoping it's not a lot. But you guys have seen damaged cars win races before.
Oh, absolutely. I just you got this 54 Jason Kinzer right in front of you right now, and he looks pretty clean, so I try to work with him.
Well, it depends on what the 4 decides to do, if he wants to start on the inside or outside. I'll push whoever's in front of me.
Absolutely. Well, good luck in the rest of the race, and hopefully we'll talk to you here after the race.
All right, thank you guys.
Tristan, before we let you go, any shout outs, thank yous you'd like to give?
Just Alex for putting on the league, my teammates, Travis, Jacob, Aspen, Chase. They're good teammates to talk me through everything. There's a good group of guys here. I appreciate you guys doing the broadcast.
That is Tristan Walker, driver of the Tide Pod 17 machine. Congratulations on getting an interview. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us. And Randy, this race has been it's been out of control, and like everything's been topsy-turvy. You think things are going to settle in, next thing you know, the leaders are crashing,
or somebody's sliding on the roof down the backstretch.
That can happen.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're Clint Boyer in the doubles in the 07 Jack Daniels machine, finishing in the Daytona 500 upside down on fire.
Was that Clint Boyer?
Yeah, that was Clint Boyer a couple years ago.
I thought that was somebody else.
No, he finished upside down on fire in the Jack Daniels machine. But I'll tell you what, this has been kind of a similar night. Just
kinda.
Absolutely a wild night. Great racing all around. And man, I'm just excited to be a part of it.
Absolutely. Always love coming here on Monday nights and spending time with you, watching these guys race. Have some fun with it.
All right, field starting to form up. We do have about what is it, 22 cars on the lead lap. My timing screen hasn't updated recently, so please bear with me.
I've got 23 cars on the lead lap.
23 cars? Almost made it. Almost. But yeah, here we go. Hopefully we'll see a car upside down on fire as they finish this thing, because this race has been wild start to finish, and I'd hate to see them leave something on the table. So let's get a car on fire as they cross the start finish line here. Pace car is off, waiting on this green flag. Rick Sebren's in the 4. Here we go. Green flag is out. We're back underway.
Jason Kinzer getting a good jump. He's the only one that looks to be really untouched with damage. Tristan Walker laying back. I don't know if he got a bad start or caught some bad air with that damage, but Rick Sebren's in that outside line looking really strong, all bunched up together. Here comes Tristan Walker to push Jason Kinzer in that 54 machine, followed by Cody Levitt in the 38.
The 38 of Cody Levitt. We haven't talked a whole lot about him, but here comes the 39 of Jacob Sayers. He's going to force it 3 wide, try and stay tucked in real tight on the 38 machine. And Jacob Sayers in the 39, now looking at a top 5 spot here. He's just got to figure out, as Rick Seabrans into the grass. Oh my goodness, this could get tight.
Rick Seabrans keeping it off the track and safe, taking it back up here shortly. Oh man, that was real close. That could have been disastrous. Ooh, we got one flipping around. It looks like the 89.
Ken McCullough in the 89 machine. Caution flag flying with 9 laps to go. We're going to back this up, go to our MaxSpeedTV replay. You see the 4 of Rick Seabrans going down to the inside through our tri-oval here. Ken McCullough in the 89 machine, working his way through, and you can just see Dwayne Cooper hooking him as Dwayne Cooper got a little out of shape. Watch this from a different angle. Dwayne Cooper in the 00, 3 wide here. Now make it 4 wide with Les Levy and Aspen Belvin. Big pile up there in that situation. Cody Ober getting a piece of it. So, Randy, I'll tell you what, field getting reset. We might see a about a
say 4 to 5 lap shootout.
4 to 5 lap shootout.
Yeah, and we've got some clean cars up towards the front now. It looks like Ernie Williams Jr. and Jacob Sayers are both pretty clean.
Jacob Sayers in the 39 machine. Sayers got him in the 6th starting place. Right now he is running in 3rd. That 39 machine, we haven't talked a whole lot about him having a quiet night, but here he is right now sitting in 3rd.
Yeah, he's got a podium right now. All he's got to do is get around Ernie Williams Jr. and Cody Eldred, and he's looking pretty.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to step away for just a moment, reset this field, and we'll be right back after this.
the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, race fans, welcome back to the Shannon Strong 250 at Daytona International Speedway with the OP Super Speedway Racing Series. And looks like Cody Eldred is going to bring him to the green one more time. 4 laps to go when they cross the line. Ernie Williams Jr. on the inside, Jacob Sayers inside second row, and Chris McCullough second row outside. Awesome jump for all these drivers to get them up to speed. Ernie Williams Jr. on the inside making a run with Jacob Sayers, looking to be a little bit faster than the outside line with Cody Eldred and Chris McCullough. Jason Kinzer also on that inside line with Tristan Walker, helping Ernie Williams as much as possible. But Cody Eldred has been a force all night, been running up in the top 2 for the greater part of the 3rd stage here.
Alex Green in that 15 machine, sporting the Home Depot paint scheme, running that high line. He's the first car in that 3rd lane. Now Chris McCullough in the 42 gonna cut up in front of him. Those guys gonna try and make it 3 wide as they work their ways through 1 and 2. Chris McCullough, Cody Eldred, Jacob Sayers. Those are all 3 wide right now.
3 wide for the lead. Ernie Williams Jr. Now 2 wide for the lead as Cody Eldred drops back. Ernie Williams looking strong. Could be a possible win for Ernie. Saw him struggle a little bit last season with issues late in the season with a championship run. But Chris McCullough giving him a run for his money on that way outside line. Cody Eldred looking to be coming back up the middle as well.
1 in the wall. That is the 184 of Lynn McNeese. Gonna scrub some speed off there and then tuck in behind this lead group. No caution. We're staying green with 2 laps to go. Out front, Chris McCullough in the 42. Ernie Williams in the 91, looking for a win here. This is race number 2 of our 2018-2019 winter season in the OP Racing Super Speedway. White flag in the air. Ernie Williams gonna take the white flag or not? Oh, he does as he holds on. Big mix up through the tri-oval. Everyone keeps it together. Here comes Chris McCullough in the 42.
Jacob Sayers looking around, trying to get some air, trying to get away from these guys, trying to take the lead, as well as Travis Elliott. All those guys looking to make a move here. Down the backstretch they go. Chris McCullough and Ernie Williams door to door. Now Ernie Williams has a nose on Chris McCullough. Jacob Sayers making a run for second place. Chris McCullough dropping back. Jacob Sayers is not going to take it to the outside and try. Jason Kinzler's going to take it to the inside. Jacob Sayers and Chris McCullough going around, and it looks like Ernie Williams Jr. has taken the win.
Ernie Williams Jr. picking up race win of the season, number 2 race. I said that completely wrong. Race number 2 of the season going to Ernie Williams Jr. Holy cow, did we see a big pileup as they cross the start-finish line. We're going to back this up and go to instant replay here. Check this out one more time. You see these guys working their way off of turn number 4. Alex Green in the 15. Jacob Sayers. Oh my goodness, big contact with Alex Green there. Chris McCullough in the 42, also getting a big chunk of this, Rick. Big pile up as they cross the start-finish line. But Ernie Williams Jr. gonna be your race winner. He is gonna burn it down. And guys, we're gonna step away from our mics for a minute and set up our post-race show.
All right, welcome back, race fans. We have the top 3 with us right now for the Stay Strong Shannon 250, and I've caught up with the 3rd place finisher right now, Alex Green. Alex, walk me through what you were seeing out there throughout those 100 laps at Daytona here.
Well, first off, that being the first day-night race, that was really cool watching the track change and all that. Towards the beginning of the race, everybody really was just all over the mic saying, we can't push for anything. The cars are getting super hot. Everybody's trying to air it out. And then as the lights started to come on, sun started to go down, you started to see a lot harder pushing. I don't think the groups necessarily gelled the way we were at the end of the season. I thought we had a few too many cautions in what we should have had. That was a lot of fun, especially that last lap shootout there.
Absolutely, and we up in the booth, we were talking about the day-to-night transition quite a bit. We thought it was really cool to see it go from what seemed like midday to and now nighttime. So that was really cool to see. What are your plans going forward now that you've got this top 3? Are you going to try and improve next week? Or are you wanting to lost for words. Wanting to just kind of hang out and see what happens.
Well, I was really hoping GOP would sweep 1 and 2 for the first couple weeks. So, but I'm trying to get the win. You know, I'm especially at Daytona. Daytona 07 is a track I'm really good at. I'm hoping I can maybe get my win in there and then just kind of focus on my teammates with Vega, Rob, and everybody.
All right. Well, congrats again on your 3rd place finish. Do you have any sponsors or shout outs before we move on to 2nd place?
Yeah, as always, I'd like to thank everybody who runs in the league and all the OP family. You know, I say it every time, but I'm so grateful that something that just started out so simple has grown to what it is, and where we're running 5 different series, and we have over 100 different drivers running with us each week. It's really cool to see. I got to thank GOP, Cody especially. We didn't get a lot of chance to work together in Vega. Wish Rob could have been here tonight. My thoughts are with Rob with everything going on. But just as always, you guys up in the booth, just thank you guys for everything and making us what we are.
All right. Well, that's Alex Green. Congrats again on your 3rd place finish. And I do believe KR has caught up with the 2nd place finisher.
I have caught up with our 2nd place finisher. That is Jason Kinzer in the 54 machine. Jason, man, that 54 machine looks like it's been through hell. But mission 22 on the hood of that thing. Tell us a little bit about your race.
Yeah, I started pretty far back there. Didn't make qualifying or anything. So, you know, tried to work my way through the front, drive a smart race, working with a couple of the guys that I run with over here in the Crow's Nest, like Ernie and my buddy Rick Seabrins in the 4. We always work good together. Got up front and the end of the 1st stage there. I think I finished 6th and finished pretty good in the 2nd stage. Tried to make it a conservative run. Had a couple bounces off of people coming to the flags there at the end. Everybody pushing real hard, trying to get every position they can get, and it was just a really great race.
Well, that 54 machine looks like it had its fair share of issues, but despite that, you still managed to find a way to keep this thing up front for the majority of the race, and here you are now finishing in 2nd here tonight. What was your mindset when you started this thing versus when you finished it?
Well, at first I was trying to be conservative, just try to make the fuel runs, get to the end of the stages. I wasn't really concerned with position there. But then, you know, getting towards the end of the stages, you get those points. So you start trying to work your way up and, you know, the race starts moving on to the later stages. We had a couple laps to go. I think it was 10 to go. But that's when I really started feeling that urgency, trying to get up front and stay there.
We did a great job in holding on to the front spot here at the end of this thing, bringing it home 2nd. Before we let you go, any last shout outs, thank yous that you'd like to give?
Yeah, man, I want to thank y'all for the broadcast, man. Y'all do such a great job. I also like to thank Alex Green, Cody, and the rest of the OP family for letting me come here and race, man. It's a great group of guys. I'd like to thank Mission 22, and they gave me the okay to put their logo on the car. It's ran by vets, for veterans. And if you ever have a chance, try to get as many people who can to know who they are, notice what they do, and try to help the cause, man. Aside from that, I'd like to thank Rick and Ernie and the rest of the Crow's Nest family that's been running with me in here for all the help.
All right, that is Jason Kinzer in the 54, finishing 2nd here in the 2nd race of the OP Racing Super Speedway winter season. And I'll tell you what, Randy Post, you've caught up with our race winner, and that will go to Ernie Williams Jr. Randy?
Yes, sir. I have caught up with the man of the hour. Ernie, walk me through your night tonight. You were kind of all over the place from the front to the back, and you ended up in the right place at the right time.
Exactly, yeah. The first 60, 70 laps didn't go my way for sure. I didn't want to use a fast repair, so I laid in the back and just barely could keep up with everybody. Then we had one about lap 70 some, and I was talking to my teammates, and they was like, go ahead and use it. And I used it then, and that was my last one, and I was debating. But yeah, it seemed after that my luck changed, and it seemed like I missed a couple wrecks, and I just kept moving up front. I didn't need to pit no more for gas, so some people pitted. So they just seemed to go my way each time that we cautioned after lap 75, 80.
Yeah. So what kind of strategy did you take, knowing that you were gonna have the day to night transition, and know that the temperature was gonna change?
Well, like I said, once I took that last fast repair, man, I was more or less going to the front end. You know what I mean? I was going to try to run, get the win. But some of my teammates were gone, so it was just pretty much working, getting around people, and just working with people. Like Jason said, we run in the crow's nest. I run with a bunch of people over there that run in this league, so it works out good. And so sometimes when my teammates are not there, you know what I mean, you at least got some laps in with other people.
Absolutely. So, did a great job tonight. Looking forward, are you going to be able to make it and try and make a chase run like you did last season?
Yeah, I'm gonna put a little bit more effort in to the chase run this year since it's over the winter. And sometimes Mondays sometimes they hit and miss, you know what I mean. But during the winter, I'm gonna make this 15, 16 week run and try to get me a championship.
All right, Ernie. Well, do you have any sponsor shout outs you'd like to give before we move on?
Yeah, I'd like to thank FSR. They're the sponsor for the car. I want to thank Derek for doing the paint job for me. Appreciate that. Congratulate Jason and Alex on second and third place, man. And I want to give a good shout out to Jacob Sayers for pushing me them last few laps, man. That was awesome. Lap 99, he was pushing so good. He kind of wiggled me a little bit right there before the trial, and I saved it. And he didn't try to pass me or nothing. He just stayed right behind me, man. I wish he could have finished second or third, but he got sixth. But I want to give a thanks for him, man, for pushing me. He did a hell of a job.
All right, Ernie. Well, congrats again on the win, and that's going to conclude the post-race show. I think we've got race results to do, KR?
I'll tell you what, our race results are coming up here in just a moment, and there it is. Ernie Williams winning this thing in the 91 machine. Jason Kinzer in second place. Third place going to Alex Green. Lynn McNeese gonna finish fourth in that 184. And in fifth place will be Travis Elliott. Sixth place going to Jacob Sayers. Seventh going to Cody Eldred. Eighth will be Tristan Walker. And in ninth place is going to be Brad Ray, a rookie here with this OP Racing Super Speedway Series on Monday night. And Chase Berry gonna round out our top 10. And 11th place will be the 42 machine of Chris McCullough. Rick Seaburns finishing fourth. Les Levy in the 62 finishing 13th. 14th going to Cody Leavitt. And the 15th spot going to Dwayne Cooper. Randy?
16th is going to go to the 88 of Josh Durham. 17th, the 7 of Josh Milam. 18th, the 84 of Aspen Belvin. 19th, the 07 of Scott Bellum. 20th is going to go to the 30 of Todd Poston. 21st is going to go to the 8 of Cody Ober. 22nd, the 61 of DJ Mitzel. 23rd, the 46 of Kelly Milam. 24th, Kenneth McCullough Jr. in the 89. 25th is going to go to the 28 of Derek Connolly. 26th is going to go to the 71 of Stephen Herman. 27th is going to go to the 2 of David McCullough. 28th, the 18 of Ben Peterson. 29th, the 83 of Roger Muth. 30th, the number 1 of Mark Vega. And 31st is going to go to the 37 of Glenn Bundren. That's going to round out tonight's finishes.
You missed one.
I didn't miss one.
There's one in 32nd.
Nope, there's not.
Not Randy Post. No.
Nope.
Oh,
he's not there.
He's not there. Okay.
Nope.
All right. Well, Randy, I'll tell you what, man. Tonight's race. What in the heck did we see out here tonight?
We saw a lot of good 3-wide racing, held 3-wide for a long time, and we saw a lot of errors that led to some pretty big wrecks. A little bit of room to improve, I think, but towards the end of the season, I think we're going to see a lot cleaner racing.
This was race number 2, and like you said, a little jitters, a little nerves, a little bit of reconnecting your body to the track, to the car, to the steering wheel. All of that's going on. And I'm with you. We're going to see some spectacular racing here all season long. Make sure you tune in here to MaxSpeedTV for the rest of the season. Don't forget, Monday, December 17th, just around 8 p.m. Central Time, the Bumpy Road 250 at Daytona 2007 will be kicking off. And guys, the next broadcast that I will be doing will be Wednesday, December 12th. That race will be starting at 8:15 for the Elevate Coffee 150. And that will be at South Boston as the Racing for a Cause Hershey Design Pro Series takes on the K&N cars. Guys, thank you very much for joining us for what is an amazing race at Daytona. And Randy, thank you as always for joining me here. I look forward to our next race together. Guys, that's going to wrap it up for us here. I hope everyone had a good time. I know I did, and I look forward to seeing y'all next week. Have a good night.